to make a Jenigami Oriental gazebo. I've got an example here that I've attached to the front of a card that I've done in traditional black and gold colours, and it folds flat and opens up, or this is the one that actually comes on the CD in this colourway. For this design you need 2 side panels for either side of the gazebo. You need the 3 main arched panels that go along front to back of the gazebo. You need a half arch panel that goes along the middle of the gazebo, and you need the front and the back. What we're going to do is we're going to take the first middle section with the Oriental lady. Of course, I'd probably recommend that you decorate anything before you actually start building it. It will make it easier for you. I'm then going to take one of the side panels and I'm going to join the slots at the side here onto the very middle slots on the side panel. I just go over at the bottom and then tuck under the hook at the top. I'm then going to take the first of the other arch sections, and the slot at the bottom here and here is going to go into these sections here. So that's just going to go through there at the bottom and then bend it to hook it under at the top, and then I'll do exactly the same on the other side. I'll put it over at the bottom and bend it and hook it under at the top. So we then have the 3 middle sections added. I'm now going to put the other side onto the gazebo and put them in exactly the same way. They go over the bottom, hook under at the top. The middle section goes under at the bottom and hooks under at the top. And the third section goes over at the bottom and hooks under at the top. Now at this stage it doesn't really matter which is your front and your back, so don't worry too much about that. We then take this other globe section, which has got half an arch. Now at the very bottom here, this is going to add like a strengthening bar. So these 3 slots here towards the middle of this are going to go over and under the 3 slots at the bottom of this. And sometimes this is easier doing it upside down. So we're just going to push this up, over and under. So it's just going right through there. And then these 3 slots at the top here are going to slot over and under these slots on the arch sections. So we're going to go right under the back one here, over the middle one where the butterflies are, and under the front one. And there we have the main structure of the gazebo. All we need to do now is add the back, which will now go to the part that has the hook at the back, that has the half arch on it. And we're going to do this by taking these 3 slots at the bottom here and slotting them over and under the 3 slots at the bottom here. So over this one, under the middle one, and over the one at this end. And then again there's hooks at the top here and slots at the top here, so the back just needs to be bent and tucked under these hooks to hold it in place, like so. We then have the front where the bottom attaches in exactly the same way, over at that end, under in the middle and over at this end, and these 2 go under the hooks at either side, and fold it nice and flat both directions, and there you have completed Oriental gazebo. One last thing, on your CD you will find I've included a miniature version of this gazebo that I've actually attached to an ATC card, just to give you another option for using the design.